do you see? Paint me a picture, tell me your dreams. There are so many things you can see and do. Daedal Doors are waiting here for you. Come on in through Daedal Doors.
Hello everyone, my name is Alicia and we're from Daedal Doors. Today we're going to meet with Chris Wilson, who is the head director of the equestrian program here at Greenfield Village. And this to my left is... Lauren. Greg. And today we're going to go meet with him. As a matter of fact, we are just by the William Ford barn right now. And this is where Chris works. So he said if we wanted, we could stop in and find out a little bit about horses today. Sounds like a good idea?
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, Chris, you in here?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Hi, Alicia. How are you today?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having us. This right here is one of our Daedal kids. This is...
Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
And this is...
Greg.
Hi, Greg. How are you today?
Good.
Good.
And now I know I've botched your title up 1,000 times, and
I'm the equestrian programs leader out here, which means I take care of the program that revolves around our horses. And we have about 12 horses here in Greenfield Village.
Oh, wow. This is one of them, I take it?
Yep, Pepe's just saying hello.
Hello.
Pepe is 14 years old, and he's our smallest horse here in the village, even though he's pretty big.
Wow.
He weighs about 1,400 pounds, but that's quite a bit less than some of the other ones that we'll meet in a little while.
Well, hello, Pepe. This horse is older than you guys. My goodness. You are so pretty.
We've just been getting Pepe groomed up today, which means to brush him and to curry or comb his coat and get all the dirt and loose hair off of it. Just like if you guys have a dog at home or a cat, sometimes you have to brush their fur, as well as brushing our own hair. It's the same kind of thing, except he's got it all over his body. So we have lots of different tools out here to do this,
wow.
different brushes and combs. You guys can take a look at some of them. Yeah, you're looking at one there.
This looks like it's gotta hurt. This is gonna hurt.
That's called a curry comb. And while it might hurt us if we ran it over our skin, horses have quite a bit tougher skin than us, and they have fur or hair all over it. So it doesn't hurt them, but it helps to get the loose hair and the dirt off of them. They get pretty muddy and dirty when they get out in the paddocks and pastures.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'm going to take the plastic one. This one looks like it doesn't hurt too much.
Okay.
We don't want to hurt you, baby.
You just kind of want to go along the grain of his, the way his hair grows, and get him nice and clean. We use the different brushes for different purposes. I'll use this coarse brush up on his mane and brush that. And we can also use the coarser brushes on the main part of his body.
What kind of type is this?
What type of horse is he? Pepe is a Morgan crossed with a Percheron. Two different types of horses crossed together to get a horse that's about this size. Now, these other horses that you see around the barn are Percheron draft horses. They came from France, and they're big, heavy horses for pulling lots and lots of weight.
And you are so pretty. What are some of the duties that these horses here at Greenfield Village are used for?
Well, their main purpose is to pull the carriages and wagons and farm equipment here in the village. So they're mainly used for pulling things. Pepe is also a horse that can be ridden. A horse like this, especially 100 years ago when horses were really important in the United States, you wanted a horse on your farm that you could do a lot of things with. You could have him pull your carriage if you're going to town or to church. You could pull a plow in your field and put your crops in. You could pull one of your heavy wagons, and you could also ride him if you needed to get around. Heavy work, and these type of horses 100 years ago outnumbered all other types of horses combined in the United States, and they did all the heavy work, like everything that a truck or a tractor would do today would be done by a horse like the groom in.
What's in his mouth?
What's in his mouth? Well, right now nothing, just his teeth. You can open it up a little bit. You can see his front teeth right there. Those are his incisors. That's what he would use to bite off the grass when he's eating it. And then you can see where I'm putting my hand right now. There aren't any teeth. That's why he's not biting me. He doesn't have any teeth right there, but he has teeth that go way back up in here. The molars, just like we have in our mouths, to grind up the food. But that the fact that horses don't have teeth there really helped people out when they started working with horses and trying to get horses to do work for them, because people eventually invented what's called a bit.
A bit, I know that.
And this is a bit, and this would go inside the horse's mouth, be attached to a bridle, which is a leather piece of equipment, kind of like this halter, but it would be attached to the bridle, and then your reins, your lines, would attach to this. Now, see, I'm putting it in front of his face, so he thinks he's going to put this bit in his mouth. He might do it for me, even though it doesn't have a bridle on it. And it would just, well, he's not going to. We'll put it. Nope. We'll put the bridle on him in a little bit. But the bit would fit right in there, and when the pressure, when a line or a rein, piece of leather that's attached to the bit, pulls on this side, pulls on this corner of his mouth, and he knows he needs to go that way. And if we pull on the other side, he knows he needs to go the other way. We were talking about the hoof pick and his feet. Let me pick one of his feet up. And you guys can see here that he's got a horseshoe, piece of metal, attached to his foot. And can you see how it's attached?
You see?
How is that attached to his foot? What do those look like?
Bolts.
Nails.
Nails.
Nails, right. Now, you guys have shoes on, but you don't have them nailed on, right?
No.
Well, horses' feet, horses' hooves, are made up of the same material as our fingernails. So just like when you cut off the tip of your fingernails, it doesn't hurt, right?
Sometimes.
If you cut too far. If you cut too far, right. But if you don't, it doesn't hurt. And so the farrier, that's the person that puts the shoes on, makes the shoes and puts them on the horses, is able to nail right through to at the edge of this hoof and attach the horseshoe. And if a nail were to go into this area, it'd be just like if we cut our fingernails too close, it would hurt.
Ouch.
So we don't want that to happen. So farriers are very skilled people, and they make sure that they do it correctly. But what this shoe does for the hoof is protects it. Just like our feet, if you were walking on lots of rocks, it would kind of hurt your feet, right? Yeah. Yep. So same with the horses. If they were walking on a paved road, like we have out here in Greenfield Village, eventually that would start to wear their feet down, and it would hurt. It'd be just like if you took your fingernails and rubbed them on concrete or something really hard. Eventually that'd start to hurt, right? Yeah. So it's the same thing with the horses. So we have to have these shoes put on. But their feet are always growing, just like our fingernails, so they have to be trimmed, and then the shoe has to be reset about every 6 weeks or so.
Great.